Welcome to Turn to Your Neighbor. This is the show where we explore Christian culture, we talk music, we talk social media news, the church, and a whole lot more. My name is Cliff, and this is my man Dre. What's up, man?
What's up, baby? How you doing? How are you doing, brother? Because you have been going through.
I am good. Now, we apologize for the lateness of our start, the extreme lateness of our start. We had major technical difficulties. The devil didn't want us to be great. Didn't want us to
prosper. But we here. Let me get a sip of water already.
Yeah, church people, of all the things the devil could do, he gonna mess with your tech. Yeah. All right, church mother. The devil been alive thousands of years, but yeah, he gonna get with the mics. That's how he gonna get us. Oh yeah.
No, we blame the devil for everything, brother. We blame the devil. Brother, you mess around, stub your toe. The devil is afoot.
Oh man. I wish I could say we were like watching the Cavs game or something, but that wasn't it. We were like really here going through, clicking buttons and getting stuff to work.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
How about this? How's this one? How about this one? Oh
Can
man.
you hear me now? No.
Well, we got a lot to get to, so let's get it. First, so before last week we talked about the church that was holding a mass for Beyonce, well, not for Beyonce, but they were using Beyonce's music as part of their mass. And, you know, were they worshiping Beyonce? We didn't know, but we just didn't know Beyonce and mass wasn't words we usually put in our normal language. We normally say stuff like that. Not together. No.
Not at all. Not at all.
But on today, we have footage of the actual mass. So check this out. This is footage of the actual Beyonce mass from the church in San Francisco.
She's worshiping. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Let me get this volume down. Okay, so it is so much to talk about in that 2-minute clip. First of all, homegirl came out looking like a Jedi.
What is she doing out here looking like a Wookiee?
With her Jedi hoodie on.
Oh my
like
Lord.
I'm just going with my hoodie, with my fur hoodie.
What?
Waiting for her to pull out her. Hey, wait, did you notice the screen behind her? They had words. So it was praise and worship. Like
they have the audacity to call it Beyonce Mass. That has to be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Blasphemous? Are you looking for blasphemous?
Blasphemous! It is blasphemy. You can't do that. You can't do any of this. You gotta stop, people. What? Oh, my head. What are we doing?
Oh.
Okay, here's the thing, right?
Uh-huh.
I gotta know what song follows this up. Because even if I'm willing to give you a lot of leeway,
Mm-hmm.
even if I'm willing to give you, like, just say, okay, let's try this out, see what happens. I need to know, do you come back with Donnie McClurkin after this? Like, what do you go into after this? You can't open up the hymnal to follow this up. Is it a one? Because this is going to have a shelf life. You can only have, Beyonce's catalog is deep. Guess what? There is no way in all of the heck that you're going to be able to make Partition a song appropriate for Mass. It's just not going to happen. If you don't know what Partition is, go listen to it. It's not going to happen. You got me drinking water already. Okay. Pressure. Okay. Mm-hmm. You ain't going to do this to me today.
I'm trying to figure out what my favorite part is. Did you see the singers in the background? Look at Becky getting her bop on.
Yes, she's so serious.
In the background.
There's so many problems with this. My main problem is people are really worshiping. People are acting like there's Jesus in there.
That lady had her hands up. She was going to receive.
She's so serious.
She's going to see everything Bay had for her. Everything Bay had for her is coming to her. She's trying to receive.
She's so serious, my guy.
Oh, yes.
So serious.
Oh, yes. But that place is packed.
That's what I'm saying. I hope they took a good offer.
That place is packed.
I hope they got a good offer. Did they go to 2 Mass?
Yeah, you could.
It's a 2 Mass.
I'm sure Homegirl, that's the lead singer, I'm sure after this you couldn't tell her nothing.
Couldn't tell her nothing. You know what her views is like right now?
She got the bob going on.
Her bop is hard. She done bought a special outfit for this. That's a special purple outfit. She got that was just for the Beyonce.
She got that Jedi hoodie. That Jedi hoodie.
Here's the thing. I want to know.
And they got a choir director. See, my man was the director. He directed the background singers.
What? How do you direct this? How?
I have directed many a song in my life, but never Beyonce.
This is ridiculous.
I don't know. You know,
a Beyonce Mass. How long can you do this for, though? How many Sundays can you do this for? Yo, what is she wearing? Like,
I don't know. When 12-year-old me used to practice directing in front of the mirror, I can tell you songs like this wasn't in the CD player.
Look at her. She is getting them serious.
Going. Oh, yes.
But everybody's serious.
And the joint is packed.
The joint is packed. Yo,
packed.
Nobody. Hey, I'm going to say it. There's no oil. There's no oil.
Well, it's
no oil.
Well,
I don't care what
it's good. It's interesting that you mentioned that because I got another video for you. So, believe it or not, these people were trying to infuse Jesus in this whole thing.
That's what I need to know. How did Jesus come about?
So after, I'm not sure if this is the opening selection or what. Well, the whole this.
Hey, she walked out in that Wookiee coat. That better be an opening selection. She came out like she was doing something. That had to be the A.
Just so everybody knows, this video is on YouTube. The whole video is on YouTube. Not the whole service, but this whole video that we got this clip from is on YouTube. So you can go there and check it out. So you know how in service you have opening songs or whatever, and then some minister gets up and they say what they got to say. You know,
right.
Maybe sometimes it's the welcome address or whatever. So these two brothers I'm about to show you, they get up and they kind of tell you what the purpose of this whole event is.
Let's hear this crap. Here we go.
So you are here to enjoy that, and today is all about exploring how black women find their voice, represent the image of God, and create spaces for liberation. That's why we're here today. So, welcome, enjoy, worship, and before we do, let's pray.
Oh, I wanted to hear that prayer. Because if Beyonce's name got brought up in that prayer, blasphemy.
So it definitely no, it wasn't Beyonce. If you listen to
Beyonce,
if you listen to the prayer, you see the papers they have in their hand. They basically read their prayers off those papers.
Okay.
But this whole event was to show or empower black women.
What about everybody? I didn't see that many black women in the audience. I saw one black woman singing.
But if you watch the video, what happens is they have people come up and give, I don't know, it's somewhere between a sermonette and a spoken word. So somewhere in between there. I wasn't really, because it was cell phone video, so it was kind of grainy. Okay. And, you know, it wasn't like a real professional camera or nothing. You couldn't really hear.
Okay.
But, you know, it's the kind of thing where you're ready for someone to say, "We speak your name," or something like that after. or you know, one of those kind of deals.
So this is like a mix between like church service and a vagina monologue.
Something like that. So it was like at least 3 women speaking, and I didn't really like dig in. I'm sure they were talking about positive things and like you get the point that it was, the point of this was to draw people to Christ, and their description here they get into more of that. As they, because the two of them go on for about another minute or so, and they talked about why, and you heard why they had people there, and I guess usually on Wednesday night it's about.
Oh, so this is a Wednesday. It's not a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday. It's not a Sunday. It's their Wednesday night.
Cool.
It's their. So one of them is like the director of creative ministries or something like that, director of creativity or something like that.
Okay.
And so the usual Wednesdays is like 50 people. And today, I think somebody in the video said it was like 1,000 or something people there.
Yeah, that joint was packed out. Did they take an offering?
You know they had to take an offering.
They better have taken
they took
two.
An offering.
We're going to clear the mortgage for this month.
So, you know, I was thinking, as crazy as I think, not crazy, but as...
You about to try to justify this.
As peculiar, as peculiar as this is,
let me hear what's about
and I'm all for creativity, all for doing something different. I don't know if I would have people come in church to sing unto Beyonce.
Okay.
But I gotta give them some credit for trying something different. Doing something different. I'm not gonna say you, me. I've been to probably hundreds, if not thousands, of boring church services.
Yes.
Services that, as in my young years, were completely irrelevant to me.
Right.
So I can appreciate that they at least try. And I may not agree with their method, but they at least try. And if you average 50 and you do this, you bring 1,000. I can't completely knock it. You got 1,000 people to come in church and hear a message about Jesus that otherwise would not have been there, right?
You know what? Let's do it. Why not?
And then when you think about it, if one person came to Christ, right? Here we go. I'm just saying, if
I could just save one
if
soul,
one person, the whole thing was worth it, right?
The whole thing was worth it. You know what, brother? I mean, if you got one soul and a bomb offering off of this, go ahead. It's only a Wednesday.
Gotta mix in the bomb offering. I tell you what,
I thought it was a Sunday. If it's just a Wednesday, I'm cool with that.
It's a Wednesday night.
You know,
it's a Wednesday night.
It's okay. Do what you do. Do what you do. I'm not even mad at you. I have been to some very creative youth Sunday services that would fit very directly in the line of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that because that would get me in trouble. I had good material. It was funny to me. But, yeah, I've been to some very creative I've seen Thriller performed in front of the church. So, I mean, this ain't that far of a stretch for me. Now that I really think about it.
Like I said, so full transparency, in my younger years, I played the saxophone, right?
Right.
And when you learn sax in school, of course you learn
sax, S-A-X.
S-A-X, okay. Saxophone.
Okay. Clarify.
S-A-X. When you learn sax in school, you learn, you don't learn Christian music. When you go to your regular public school, you learn whatever, jazz, show tunes, classical, all the other kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So for whatever reason, when they have, kids in church show their talents or whatever,
Right.
I bought my sax to church.
Okay.
And
go with saxophone.
My
go
saxophone.
Go with saxophone because you just killing me.
Get your mind out the gutter. So I bought my sax. I bought my saxophone to church, right?
Thank you.
And
how about horn?
Oh goodness! I bought my horn. I bought my instrument to church.
There we go.
And the only music I knew was the stuff that I learned in school. So I go up there and I proceed to play Kenny G in front of the church.
You just leading somebody into the land of
laughter. I was like, because the way I figure it, I was like, I don't know, maybe 12, 13, if that. Well, maybe younger than that. But I figured these people don't know this stuff, right? Because I didn't know Kenny G was like big in music. I just knew he was a guy that played the sax, right? Like I didn't know how in his genre, I didn't know how. So I just play it, right? Play my sax.
Kenny G made the draws drop.
I played my I didn't know people was making love to Kenny G. Like I was young. I didn't know that. I thought just to me this was just band music. This is just music they had to play in band. Right?
What kind of band did y'all
jazz ensemble. I was in the jazz ensemble. We played jazz
ensemble. Okay.
Jazz ensemble. So we had band and then the jazz instruments, we had a little jazz ensemble. It was
Okay.
All right, so I figured anybody gonna know what this is. And these church people just gonna think it's just music, right? So, I played it and, they clapped and everything. It was cool. And then, I'm thinking, I ain't no big deal. It's just jazz, jazz ensemble stuff. And then my cousin came up to me after and was like, yeah, you bringing Kenny G to church now? You think we were going to know this?
Brother, did you get sat down for a couple weeks after this?
No.
That's the question.
No.
Were you sat down?
No. In fact, the pastor had me start a little orchestra with other little kids and their instruments. Of course, we didn't play. We played Christian music. We had about 2 performances and then we just kind of fell apart because we was kids. Long story.
Brother, you still bitter about how that
No, I'm fine how it ended. I'm fine. Trust me, I'm fine.
I'm gonna put you on an unsung on one because you still mad about how that
No. We were cool. We were cool.
All right. Well, overall, I'm not completely mad at Beyonce. If, like I said, it's a Wednesday, you bring in a lot of different type of people.
Exactly.
I can't be mad at it. I thought it was messing up somebody's Sunday behind this foolishness. Otherwise, keep it going, keep it popping. I'm with it.
Exactly. Oh, I still want to know who's the Trinity: Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Solange. I want to.
You ain't said Jesus' name.
I want to ask them who their Trinity is if they have a Beyonce. That's all.
It's the Father, the Holy Spirit, and Beyonce. That's what it actually is.
That one lady was actually worshiping. I want to talk to her.
It's the Father, the Son, and Beyonce.
I want to talk to the lady that actually had her hands up in worship. Like, ma'am.
That's the thing. Like, what was she?
Maybe she thanking God she was a survivor.
I don't know. Yes, because I'm about to say I know you know those people.
Let's just go with that. Let's go with that.
You know those people that can get the spirit off of anything.
Yeah.
I love my mother. My mother can put Jesus. She said she can say Jesus on anything. She can put God. Praise him. Mom, this is not that environment. She don't care. We was at a scholarship brunch 2 Saturdays ago. Brother was giving a powerful spoken word. She said, praise him. Had nothing to do with Jesus.
Oh, goodness.
But some people gonna catch it.
My wife said, so Beyonce's our comforter?
Hey, for some people, Halo all day.
Oh, good Lord.
And partition. I'm just put that out there.
And at the end, hallelujah. At the end of every song, right?
Brother, nobody still has sold me what is the follow-up to this track. Like, what's the next cut?
I don't know.
There's got to be more than one praise and worship song.
I don't know.
What's the next song?
In the video, in the video they show this song from different angles. And they show the people. They show people speaking, and they show one other slow song. It might have been Halo, but I couldn't tell.
See, this is a very limited run. They're gonna get about 2 services out of
this. They got that one big offering though.
They did get that big offering. What's up next?
All right, so Avengers Infinity War just came out And
Okay,
no spoilers. We're not gonna talk. No spoilers. We told people no spoilers. So Avengers Infinity War just came out.
Right.
And
have you seen it?
I've seen it. And so these people were going about their business at the movies, watching Infinity War until one of our people, and when I say our people, I mean Christian people, not black people. One of our Christian people decided he was going to take the opportunity to share the gospel. So check this out.
Theater, fearing that a gunman might be inside. Susie and Adrian Arias say the newest Avengers movie had just finished when a man stood up and started yelling. They say it sounded like he was preaching.
I think when he said, if you were to die tonight, would your passage to heaven be guaranteed? Something along those lines. And I think that's when people started panicking.
They were able to walk out, but say people behind them started running and pushing.
And that's when the kind of chaos happened in the little exit where people were jumping over the railings and kind of falling over, twisting their ankles and hitting their head.
You can see a man limping out of the theater. Police say a woman hit her head and had to be hospitalized.
I thought she had fainted, passed out, completely passed out. Someone was dragging her out because people were starting to fall over her.
We reached out to 28-year-old Michael Weber with Truth and Triumph Ministries. He says he's preached in movie theaters before and there's never been a problem.
Last night was an anomaly. The lights did not turn up for quite a few minutes. And so I really couldn't see anyone's reaction except those of the people just right around me.
And he says he didn't know that everyone couldn't see he had his hands up, showing he didn't have a weapon.
It's extremely unfortunate that anyone has sustained injury because of this. Again, I was unarmed.
Susie says she wasn't sure at the time, and she didn't want to take any chances given what's happened in recent years around the world.
And I think that's why people reacted. They just felt like we have to get out, no matter what the cost.
She hopes Weber realizes the fear he caused in others.
If you're going to trying to draw people towards the Bible, that's not the way to do it. He needs to stop.
Weber was charged with a misdemeanor. He says this incident won't stop him from preaching, but he will consider changing his setting in the future.
So this brother decided to use the end of Avengers to launch his trial sermon.
Michael, what are you doing? What are you doing, son? Like, first of all, there's no way he's nobody's senior pastor. And you can tell, number two, Part B, whatever, he didn't get approval for this. He did not run this up the chain of command. He went out on his own and decided that this was a good idea. And here's the thing. What you don't really understand without having context is Avengers has some things happen in it that his words could be seen as very daunting. I'll put it that way. And guess what? If I would have been standing beside Michael, he would have got off about 2. Where's your soul going to go before I tackled him? He would have got 2 off.
So after everything that's going on in our country, after a couple years ago when they were shooting in the Batman movie, at the end of Batman, this Joker thought it'd be a good idea.
I see what you did there, Batman, Joker.
No, that wasn't intentional.
It was funny to me.
This dude thought it was a good idea. I'm just going to yell in the dark. In the piece, he said he didn't realize the lights hadn't come on yet. Hello, you don't talk. Well, if you're going to do that, you don't talk until you see light. Like, how do you not know when the light is up?
Guess what? Michael shouldn't have a job anymore. Mike, you're obviously. I appreciate how your zeal for this, Michael. No, I'm gonna need to sit you back down. We're gonna put you in some more classes.
This brother, he probably one of the people that's on the street too, yelling at people, telling them they're going to hell.
This gets this brother sent back to a theology school. Like, he has to go do some extra work to understand context, because you can't do that, player. Here's my thing: why are the police's guns so big? Like, why are we?
Because they thought he was an active shooter. Like I'm saying, like, you in the theater causing people to run over each other and get hurt. It was the whole active shooter deal.
But at that point,
That's how jacked up this is. That's what makes this worse. You in a dark theater yelling some old craziness, yelling about dying. Right? No matter what you said, dark theater, dying. Dark theater, yelling and dying.
Michael definitely got sent back to youth ministry after this. Like he may have been raising up the ranks, but he definitely got sat down. Like he had to take a couple of weeks off. He got called in. There was a meeting with the pastors, the elders, and possibly the deacons as well. And he got sat down.
Oh, Michael. We're going to pray for you, bruh.
Michael lost his darn mind.
All those that know the words of prayer. Pray for Michael. There he is, Michael Weber. Pray for him. God. There it is. Pause it so we can all call his name.
Truth and Triumph.
Truth and Triumph Ministries.
Man, what goes into the naming of a church, brother?
That's a whole nother segment of a whole nother show.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
We're good. I do want to have that discussion because the stuff people have been doing about their church names is taking me out, but that's a whole nother segment.
People, we're doing the most. But okay, I'm sorry. What's up next?
All right, go ahead.
All
right, so we talked about with the San Francisco church about churches doing stuff differently, right?
Right.
So this church, or this preacher, decided that he went to some kind of conference or something, and he saw aerialists. The people that kind of hang from ribbon off the ceiling and kind of roll up the ribbon, roll down the ribbon, and do flips upside down, like Cirque du Soleil, the kind of stuff you see on America's Got Talent, that kind of stuff. So this brother thought it would be a good idea that his church now incorporates that in their worship service. So, and it's Atlanta. So this pastor.
That makes sense.
That makes sense that it's Atlanta?
Atlanta's always doing too much.
So Embassy Apostle Brian Meadows from Embassy Church International. I'm going to show you the kind of ministry or the kind of worship that he has now introduced to his church.
Okay, let's see what this plan is. Whoa! Nope. Nope. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Nope.
So this pastor believes that whatever gifts you have, you should be able to render unto God.
No. I'm sorry. No.
When she did the flip upside, when she's upside down with her legs spread, my inner church mother was clutching my pearls.
I was done. You can't bust it wide open in church. You can't do it.
I felt all my ancestors. Like in Black Panther when he was with his ancestors. I felt all my female older ancestors just clutching their pearls.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. The baby spread eagle.
They was looking for shawls. They was looking for something to cover her. Oh, she just gonna bust a whole split. No.
A whole split.
No. See, here's the thing. Brother, see, this is, once again, we leading people into the land of lack. Because some of these players came from an entirely different type of club just last night, and they saw some of this same action going on. Now, have you ever seen when a pastor gets really preaching, and there are like some churches that will go up and they'll like put money on the stage, like throw money at the pastor? You ever seen that?
Yeah.
They throw money on the pulpit.
Yeah.
If somebody walks up and starts throwing money at her, are you gonna pull them out of service? Or what you gonna do with them? What you gonna tell them? Go ahead, explain that to me.
Well, nobody throw money at. Nobody's that crazy. Well, never mind. They might be.
Okay.
But Sister Girl's upside down, just for all the world to see.
Juanita Bynum would not dig this. Juanita Bynum
all the world to
her
see.
Entire mind. You can't just put a gospel track behind something and call it ministry. You can't do that. You can't. I don't know. I can't. You can't do this. Oh, Jesus. I'm done.
Everybody should be able to share whatever gift God has given you.
Nope. Absolutely not. That's a lie.
Whatever gift. So if whatever you do unto the Lord.
No. No.
So if your gift is like counting cards, you counting cards under Jesus.
Brother,
for all my nerd friends, you play Magic the Gathering to the glory of God. You go.
Like you can't. There has to be rules. And that right there, that split, that has to be a rule that can't happen at the church. It can't. It has to be a rule. Lord, I'm sorry. Okay.
Unto the Lord.
We're doing too much. Hey, church. I'm talking to the church.
Bruh.
We're doing too much.
Let these people have their innovation and their creativity.
This is a public service announcement
Let them
to all the church. Church, we're doing too much. Like, I understand we're trying to bring people in with that.
Right there. Right there. There you go. That's how you bring it home. That is how you glorify him.
I can't do it. No. Somebody's got sat down behind
That's
this.
how you give him glory. Right there.
I can't do it.
Right there. There's nothing wrong. I'm giving these people credit for being creative and innovative. And who are me to judge? Like my man Andrew Caldwell. Who are me to judge?
Who me? I'm Dre, and I'm telling you, no, get it out. Get it out. Pack my kids up. It's time to go. Because all of a sudden, if I'm sitting there taking into worship a little too hard, I'm going to get smacked in the back of my head from my wife. And so then what happens then? What happens then? You out here ruining good homes. You out here ruining good
Somebody saw homegirl in the air and said, "What must I do to be saved?"
Yo.
What must I do? Come on.
What are we doing?
Come on. Somebody. Hey, let the people have some fun.
Keep going. Next. I can't do this.
Oh, all right.
What are you trying to do to me tonight?
Nothing. All right, so we'll get on to something more.
Oh, you're going to go right into Donald Lawrence.
More traditional. We'll get some more traditional. So Donald Lawrence has a new single out, and he's bringing Tri-City singers back. I think it's been, I don't know, more than 10 years. If not more, since Tri-City's done Donald Lawrence has done albums, but Tri-City with Donald Lawrence has done albums. So bringing them back, we got a new single called Goshen, 432 Hertz. I have no idea why, because I know you're going to ask. I have no idea why he had to tag 432 Hertz at the end of it.
Sometimes I'm not deep enough spiritually. Can you explain the biblical reference?
So Goshen is God's, I didn't know either, but thankfully, before the actual song, he actually says it is God's protective place.
God's protected place. Goshen.
God's protection.
Goshen sounds like a name off of Dragon Ball Z. Goku, Gohan, Goshen. I think this is all made up, but go ahead. Let me hear the song.
So here's a clip.
Donald.
Here is a clip from Goshen. So that's Donald Lawrence, Goshen. What you think?
Okay. Classic Donald.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, when you have a good thing that's sold for many years, just stick with your groove. And that's what he's done here. He hasn't, aside from making up Lotion or Goshen, whatever he was calling it.
He didn't make it up.
Goshen 422. I need to get him my word, obviously. Goshen.
So I'm sure if I looked it up somewhere, I have no idea where the 432 hertz comes from. I have no idea.
I know we have some theologians that are watching right now that are in the audience and the commentary pool. Hit us up with something. Let me know about Goshen.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it's classic Donald Lawrence. I think it's cool. I think it's a good song. The beat is good, and the thing it's definitely going to be one of the church choir songs. So people's church choir is going to sing it, and then you're going to have people in church like, what are they talking about? That whole thing.
Christian said, I kind of like it. My church choir would kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all related.
And if you listen to the whole song, Sherry Jones Moffett, he ends up handing her the mic, and she goes in and she just kills it. She kills it with the vocals.
Okay.
So it's a good song. Donald Lawrence is, like, he delivers. He's one of them artists. He's going to deliver every time.
It's just when he talks, sometimes it throws me off. It just makes me giggle. He just sounds so happy. And when he talks, it just throws me off sometimes when he gives me a fresh voiceover.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be honest with you, and this is crazy, right? I have never been a big Donald Lawrence or James Hall fan.
Okay, so here is the thing about Donald Lawrence.
Right.
And you probably disagree with me, but Donald Lawrence is like that athlete that when you bring up the best of all time in that respective sport,
right,
their name never comes up. But somebody brings it up, and then you look at the stats, and you're like, oh, wow.
You call Donald Lawrence Bill Russell?
No, people put Bill Russell in the conversation. I'm trying to think of somebody.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I don't think Donald Lawrence is as great as gospel as Kareem, but like that kind of thing. So you know how, when you look at the brother's discography, look at all his songs, and you realize, oh yeah, he is one of the most accomplished gospel, when you throw in producing and writing, he is one of the most accomplished gospel artists of our time, definitely.
Donald Lawrence is undoubtedly a GOAT. He's undoubtedly one of the greatest to ever do it. Just because I don't dig him doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. Donald Lawrence is undoubtedly a GOAT.
Exactly. And your video was freezing.
I don't know what my video is.
Is it freezing on your end? You good?
No, it's not.
You good now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Brother, that was a new dance move I tried right there. I just hit the freeze with the ventriloquist, and I was talking, my lips wasn't moving. That's all.
Telling you, he deserves to be in the conversation. Not saying he is, but he's definitely in the conversation.
See, now we got to talk about this. Then who else is in the conversation?
You really want to have this discussion on today?
No, not right now. We obviously have some topics we need to go over.
Well, we don't have
me
to.
and lists.
I know.
You know me. I'm a list guy. I need a list. I need to talk about church names. I need to talk about goats. What goat list are you putting him on? Let's ask that. Like overall contribution to gospel, because it's not singing.
No, but when you look overall, so you take in the songs that he has released, in addition to the songs he's written and or produced.
Right.
One of the most accomplished.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Got to put him in there.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of music,
here we go.
So, you know how preachers like to talk about music and talk about what music should be, and I always kind of cringe when the preacher want to stick his hands in the music and whether he want to get up and feel like he want to sing and control the music and all this. Anyway, so this preacher had a take on music that's played behind preachers. Now, I've never heard a preacher go off on that before. Usually they talking about the worship team or the choir or something, but this preacher has a beef with the music that's played behind other preachers.
Let's hear this.
And I gotta give a little more context. And so there is the YouTuber or the guy online, Everybody Deserves Music.
Jason Sinclair.
Yeah, Jason Sinclair. So he decided to take this clip and put music behind it. For those of you that don't know, Everybody Deserves Music. Jason Sinclair is the guy. And when black people act a fool online, he then takes that video and puts church music behind it and puts like preacher music behind it because he thinks everybody deserves music. So this is that preacher going off on music with somebody putting music behind it.
Right.
I'm going to use it anyhow.
Chapter 32, and at verse 4.
Listen, music world.
Pour not out words.
Pour not out words.
Where there is a musician.
Where there is a musician.
And show not forth wisdom.
Show not forth wisdom.
Out of time.
Now, that's the wrong time to show that.
That's right.
There should never be a musician playing behind a preacher. Never.
Amen.
And if you listen closely at the preacher, when the musician switch keys, so does he.
That's right.
Doesn't he?
That's right.
Many of us came out of churches like that, didn't we?
Amen.
Oh, yes. When the musician switch keys and sometimes the preacher tell you ain't no harmony. And the organ right there behind them, then the preacher say something else. Well. And the organ play something else, and they'll tell you it's all right. Yeah, all right. Just drink.
Amen. That's right.
And you like a church fool, jumping out of your chair, waving your handkerchiefs, telling the Jerry Curl head Reverend, go ahead.
Yeah.
Praise him.
That's right.
But the Holy Book says what?
Pour not out words.
Pour not out words.
Where there is a musician.
You hear that?
Amen.
I don't need no music behind me.
No.
It's the time for God now.
That's right.
The time and the season for everything under the sun.
That's right.
When the word of God is being preached, it's the wrong time for music. It's the wrong time for all that. But when I see the word of God, it's the most important thing.
So,
Yo.
For a preacher that didn't like music, he sure really sounded good when my man put that music behind him, though.
Do you know how hot he probably is somewhere watching this clip go viral? Like, you know how mad he probably is? How dare he? This dude sound old and crazy. Like, I have never heard this before. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, and like my wife said in the chat, why Rev got to have a Jerry curl?
Yeah, there were a lot of unnecessary insinuations. Who you call an old church fool? Like, that's your mama. How about that? Your mama.
Oh, this preacher, I don't know his name. he goes in on people.
Reverend such and such. That's his name. Reverend such and
Reverend
such.
such and such. And that's Brother Watermelon next to him, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Can I talk about this? Let me talk for a second.
Go ahead. Go for it.
I'm sorry. Who came up with this idea about? I understand they want people to be involved in the service, and sometimes you call out to say, "Hey, can such and such read this verse or whatever?" But who came up with this thing where somebody has to stand there and read the verse for you while standing right beside you? Like, and what position is that technically called? Because I've seen that at more than one church. And are they getting paid for that? Because I could be that person, but I don't understand. Okay, read. And then they want to interrupt you while you try and read. And you got to keep your space. Otherwise, you done mess the whole thing up. Who? Okay. Yeah, since what? Fritz asked the same question. Why is there a hype man? I don't know. I'm sorry.
So
go ahead.
No, but this is how church was before the projectors. Before churches used the screens, they had the man next to the preacher, or just somebody in the crowd out the kindness of their heart,
right,
reading the scripture.
I have no problem with the kindness of the heart thing. That's cool. I understand that in time. But why is there somebody else up there in another 3-piece suit standing right beside you having to read it for you? I truly don't understand that. And is it your adjutant? Is it your armor bearer? Like what is his or her official title?
Arch reader.
Read the book. Read the book.
Said arch reader. I don't know what this guy's title is. Look at the old school mic and everything. He got an old school mic in front of him and a mic on his lapel.
Yo.
So just in case he needed to walk around while he reading.
We're over mic'd. Like what are we
just in case
doing?
You had to walk around.
Wait,
reader elect.
We have 4 mics
reader
in that
elect.
Shot. That's a ha-ha. She wins.
Yes. Reader elect. I gotta.
Anyway.
There we go.
Okay.
Put that front and center. Reader elect.
Oh, that's fancy. How'd you do that?
Reader elect.
Brother, you out here doing fancy things today. I
figure I make up for it because since we start late, I do throw a little extra flair.
Can I do that? Do I?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm done.
So, yeah. All right. So, speaking of questionable church things.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Let's go back to the segment that we started.
Okay.
Churches who use questionable signage and advertising.
Yes, I understand that.
The first church that we have gave us this.
Bad church sign number 1 states, "We love hurting people." What? And I think they meant like hurt people. Like we like to love on the people who have been hurt. I think but this goes to show you that punctuation, even in church signs, is important. Because that thing could have been cleared up. Plus the ing
with a period
should have just gone away.
A period would have helped that situation.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good. I'm sorry.
And the sad part about it is that if you Google this phrase,
right,
and Google Images, there's about a few dozen other churches that put up that same sign.
So is this in the Bible that I missed it? I miss a lot of things in the good book.
It's like a bunch of misguided people had the same. Maybe it was all at a conference.
I think these dummies be looking up stuff on the internet and say, "Oh, that sounds good. Let me put this up." You see, this whole segment is another one of my things that I have to say. It's not the first person with the bad idea. It's the second and third person that says, that's good. And this is why there always needs to be oversight on just about everything that needs to be done. Unilateral decisions end up with stuff like this and aerialists cracking it open from the sky.
Well, at small churches like this, it's usually the pastor making these signs.
Guess what? This is when you have the elder board or the exec committee sit him down and say, "Sir, that ain't the one."
And maybe they don't have the heart to tell him he's wrong. But look at the name of the church, New Begun. I don't know what they were going for. New Begun United Methodist Church.
New Begin, maybe that's a location. Like New Begin, Ohio or something. New Begin.
Okay. Maybe that's the only thing that would save this
I
sign
made
right
that
here.
all the way up. I don't know.
All right. Let's move on to the next sign.
Okay.
Staying in bed, shouting "Oh God," does not constitute going to church.
Oh boy. I don't know what the rating of this particular episode is, but between the aerial is falling from the sky, and the other things that are going on today, and you with your sax in church, I don't know if we can be talking about all this on this episode.
But I can tell you, some people would consider staying in bed shouting "Oh God" worship. So hey, hey.
Well, I'm not gonna say nothing. See, hey. If you're married, it's legal. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Worship. Make the marriage bed holy.
Girl, on today, I'm gonna be coming from Song of Solomon.
Yo. To all my players out there, if you have never really invested in the pimpantry that is known as Songs of Solomon, go ahead and look it up. That's the original pimp right there. Well, I don't know if that might be David, because David was a pimp. Oh, that might be the devil, because he was. But anyway, that Songs of Solomon, yes.
Yeah, you know all those preachers that kind of talk about how they have Bible study with their family every week. I wonder, do they just kind of skip over a Song of Solomon with their kids?
Darn right they do.
You know what
until they hit.
The only melons you want your kids talking about is the ones in the grocery store.
It's like, girl, that's how you got here. That's how you got here. Songs of Solomon. We turned that on one night. Hey, what if you were to get like Reuben Studdard to sing Songs of Solomon? What if we got Jason St. Clair to put down some tracks, some like R&B tracks with Reuben on them to Songs of Solomon? I think this is something we could do. If this could be an album. This could be an album, brother. We're gonna call it Lustful Praise.
Good God. Lustful Praise? This is going off the rails. Lustful Praise?
Was off the top. That was off the top of the dome right there. I'm funny. Gosh darn it. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all the church signs for this week. Thank God.
Oh man, I'm done. Lustful Praise. That's funny. What else we got, man? We had the people here for a while. Oh man.
So we could go into one more story about the bishop that's hurting people. Or I could show you a surprise video I found.
Surprise me.
Okay.
Let's go with a surprise.
All right. Surprise video. So I like to call this video, "What the heck is going on?"
Oh boy, here we go.
Let me get the volume up here. All right. I just don't know. I'm just telling you right now. Here you go. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what's going on here? Wait.
You see, this video really encapsulates exactly why we do this podcast. Because from the outside looking in, the church looks crazy. Like, there are certain things that we do that just look crazy and hilarious. If you don't understand that somebody took spliced together a whole bunch of shouting, put it over an EDM track, and you got
seizing.
Some of these shouts, okay, I can't judge a man's shout. Like, there's a lot of special things.
That's true. I take that back.
Like, I'm not gonna. There's a lot happening with some of these shouts.
Sometimes when the spirit hits you, it just.
I don't know about the one that was in the folding chairs. Okay, he's drunk in the spirit. Okay, I don't know about the one that's in the folding chairs. Okay, this guy right here as well. that ain't had nothing to do with Jesus. I'm sorry, I can't say that. That's true. I can't say that. This had nothing to do with Jesus. He was
man. Look at my man, High Step. That's like Deion Sanders quality High Step right there.
Sanders. Some people shouldn't worship in this manner.
What?
Some people should just wave a hand. This brother shouldn't feel free to shout. He should be. Yeah. Oh, stop.
It's a perfect example. Sometimes the spirit hits you and you just lose control.
Kristen said, produced by B. Slade. Kristen, once again, you win because that's hilarious.
I think she was talking about your Song of Solomon.
Which one?
Your Song of Solomon.
Yeah. Oh, lustful. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's even better. That's even better. I can get B. Slade on that track. Lustful Praise. I bet you there's a Lustful Praise out there somewhere already. If you Google it, I bet you're going to find it.
Oh, but I just figured, I know we hadn't talked about this. I figured I'd just share.
Here's the thing. Like, who decided that this is what they wanted to do? You understand what I'm saying? Like, somebody took a solid 15 to 20, maybe even half an hour out of a day to find these videos, splice them together, and then put a track behind it. And time it. What kind of? That's not shouting. That thing.
Sometimes the spirit just hits, and you just
that had nothing to do with
control.
Jesus. No,
you lose control.
Get control again.
You can't. Look at that brother doing the high step. I bet you that brother used to be a bomb wide receiver or something.
Yo, see, this angers me. Oh my Lord.
Look, sometimes the spirit moves you.
Brother, and you see, I was doing good this week. I'm not really mad about anything this week. Like, until you show me this mess.
You mad about this?
This is ridiculousness. Like, some people just shouldn't.
Let these people worship.
Look at this. He look like the Charlie Brown crew.
Look at that one.
That's what they look like. He's just jumping on somebody. He was just gyrating on someone. That could catch you a Me Too charge nowadays, what he was doing. You can't make Me Too jokes? Okay. Take that back.
I didn't say that. I laughed. Who would be the judge? I laughed. Who would be the judge? Oh, that brother fell.
Oh, my God. Yo, man.
Part of me wonders what he said. Like, what triggered him? This first brother. Like, what he said that just took him up into it.
Into that.
Yeah.
I need to hear some of these original clips because people just hyped up off of his praise too. People, no, okay, we're going to have rules on shouting. We need to institute some rules. That's what needs to happen.
All right.
Brother, I have a slight rant this week.
Oh, okay.
It's not a real one.
It's a slight one.
I've been having a good week. Life is good. To give it, to peer behind the curtain a little bit, I'm blessed enough to work at a wonderful institution known as the Pennsylvania State University. The semester is wrapping up. It's a joyous time of year. Folks is getting ready to graduate. And a new thing nowadays, not nowadays, I want to say within the last maybe like 5 years or so, is people spending a lot of, I don't know about money, but at least time and setup on having graduation pictures from college. Do you have graduation pictures from college?
Yes.
Oh, you do. That's good for you.
Yes, I don't know where they are, but
not like pictures from your graduation, but like you went around campus taking pictures.
Oh, we didn't do that.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what the thing is nowadays. So the students, they hire, okay, first of all, everybody, okay, I got a couple levels to this rant. First of all, just because you have an iPhone 10X or whatever the heck the latest one is, doesn't make you a photographer. Let's make that clear. Let's cover that. There's some actual skill that takes place with real photography. But anyway, they go around campus and they try to find these, what means the most to them, and they try to take pictures here and pictures there. And you see these kids all over campus doing this, and it's been happening lately. And so I look at it, and I see my young people out there, especially my young women, and they got their shoes, they got their dress, they got hair done, nails done, possibly eyelashes, and they ready to go. And then I look at everything, and then they have not ironed their gown. People.
Good Lord, here we go.
If you are going to take the time and spend money to actually take these pictures, and you want to post them all over the social medias in celebration of your achievement, take the time to iron your gown. Ain't no reason to have spent money on shoes, have spent money on nails, got hair, makeup, lashes did. You might be smelling good, even though it's just a picture. They can't smell you. And then you decide to take the gown fresh out the plastic, and you look like a checkerboard walking around for no reason. Be a grown-up. Take some time. I'm going to give you all a secret. Take your iron, put it on the lowest setting that creates steam. Flip it inside out and iron it. That's all you do. Do a little test first in a corner to make sure it's not too hot. Then just take the time and iron the gown. Balford's is making $11 a gown right now steaming these things. There are 46,000 kids up here. Even if they get 1,000 of them,
you could probably buy a steamer for $11.
Exactly.
Cheaper than that.
I don't know.
Little hand steamers?
I don't know, brother. I'm serious about my ironing, and so I'll spend good money on an iron. I'll spend $350.
A steamer, not an iron. But go ahead.
Okay, but it's ridiculous. People are making a killing. I literally had a student tell. I was like, "Did you iron your gown?" They're like, "What do you mean iron it?"
Why are you so bothered by this? Why does this bother you so?
You are going into the real world. You're getting ready to graduate. It's a monumentous occasion. If you don't understand the concept of ironing a gown on a major day, you're an idiot and you need to get your degree taken.
Ironing the gown, it's not like they're going to apply for a job. It's not like they're interviewing.
Guess what? The same dummies that don't iron gowns is the same dummies that go in there wrinkled. Just absolutely wrinkled for no reason.
So you're saying friends don't let friends go around wrinkled? Is that what it is?
Friends don't let friends take pictures wrinkled. You don't do that. Call them out. Guess what? I'll start an ironing service. I'm not going to do $11, $20 a gown. $20 a gown because it's my own water, my own electricity. Give me a call.
So professional cleaners charges $11, but they don't.
Yep.
But to heck with a professional, I'm going to go to this dude who charges me $20.
Guess what? If you're dumb enough to go to a professional cleaner to get your junk steamed because you don't know how to iron your own gown, you're dumb enough to give me $20 to do it.
Okay. And this is.
God bless you, though. And done. Sorry, brother.
It's all right. Sometimes the things that make you upset.
It's just got me so angry. People's
gowns get you upset.
Yo, and then they show up. And another thing. If you don't know how to walk in 6-inch heels, graduation day, during which you will be walking in a gown and ascending stairs and descending stairs in a gown, is not the time to try to figure out how to walk in them. Figure it out beforehand, or get you some kitten heels.
Yeah, I never understood the whole women in heels thing. If I was a woman, I'd be rocking flats and
I
all
appreciate
day.
I appreciate my wife in heels. Let's make that clear. But
I just never.
just made certain things pop, and it's just.
Come on, man. Okay.
Okay.
Heels is one of the things I thought women always just did for each other.
Okay, it can be for them. I'm fine.
When I was younger, I never talked to my friends like, "Yo, son, look at those heels, though. Yo, she rocking them heels." Like we never.
But it's not. Never mind. I'll explain it to you.
If you see how she look in the heels, I get it. It's just,
okay, it's not the heels we're looking at, bro. Okay.
I know how the heels make everything else. I get it. I just never. Okay.
That's gonna be a track on Lustful Praise.
Lustful Praise.
Yes. Something with heels in it.
Bless the heels.
Blessed are the heels.
Blessed
are the heels is track number 3 on Lustful Praise, coming to you in 2019.
And with that, I want to thank everybody for listening, for hanging out with us today. Sorry we got a late start, that old devil. But we thank y'all for hanging out with us. We do this show every Tuesday at 9 p.m.
Yep.
We're going to be better. We're going to get better.
Look for our notifications. Tuesday around 9, you're going to start getting some type of notification. Please like the page. We on YouTube now? We on YouTube now, right,
We on YouTube. Now YouTube changed the policy. You just can't have your own YouTube URL until you get certain amount of subscribers. So you got to search on YouTube for Turn to Your Neighbor, and we're there.
How many subscribers is that?
More than we have now.
Okay.
I think it's 1,000.
Oh,
I could be wrong. I don't know.
We
got a way to go. We got.
I'm looking for a solid 15 views a week.
We got a rough side of the mountain. We going up the rough side of the mountain.
So if you like what we doing on here, tell your friend, tell them to click on the like button. Help us out. We out here trying to get this Lustful Praise album off for 2019. So help us with these funds. We're gonna start a GoFundMe account.
Lustful Praise. We also are on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TTY Neighbor. And we also have a website. Go to turntoyourneighbor.com for older episodes. And we'll probably put more stuff up there at some point as the Lord leads.
If I can figure out how to blur out faces on pictures, I'm going to show y'all more wrinkled robes that I've been seeing all over the place. You know what? Submit your own pictures of wrinkled robes. If you just have wrinkled graduation gowns, because these people out here need to know better. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Sorry, anything else you want to say?
Hey, man, God bless y'all. We appreciate y'all. Everybody in the comments, we appreciate you guys. People that watch during the week, we appreciate y'all. We doing this. Me and Cliff just having fun. Even if nobody else is watching, we probably still going to keep doing it. So tell somebody else about us, and hopefully they can enjoy us and have fun, too.
But we thank all of you that are watching. And like you said, like the page so you can join us next week when I'm sure Christian people are going to do more crazy stuff, and we're going to talk about it and laugh at them because that's just how it goes. So until next week, take care, everybody, and God bless.
God bless.